Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 32.9, and today we're going to go over Core Gadget and how to use that for sequencing. I know there's a lot of different sequencers available on the iPad, but this was an easy one. I've used it before as an external sequencer. If I think about it or want to practice doing a few other ones or show you, I'll try and do it. Otherwise, if you got any thoughts on things you want me to try and show you, go for it. But I know sequencing can go on forever, and I only wanted to make so many videos in this space, but I figured I'd try and hit a swath of different things for folks to kind of see a lot of different ways to do this and get a sense for how this works. So anyway, that said, under Core Gadget, the important thing we have is this module called Type A. It is our MIDI out, and it allows us to send MIDI to devices that are external. I currently have the USB-C connected to the iPad and to the SP404 mk2, and the iPad is able to function as a USB and audio host, but we're just going to use it, or USB MIDI and audio host. We're just going to use it as a USB MIDI. And the important thing we actually have to do is set it up. So if you open it up, you can go to settings, and you'll hopefully can see on the screen here that under settings, under output, right now it says no output. I'm going to switch it to SP404 mk2. As soon as you plug them together, you should see that pop right up. You also have a channel window here, or channel select, where you can select channel 1 through 16. I'm just going to use channel 1, but just know that if you wanted to change the channel, you do have under the settings the ability to do that. And from here, you can kind of see we're getting, I don't know, a note or two where we're able to play. But a problem that we have is we're fighting against the scale here, and we might not want that. Whoop, didn't mean to put that. So I'm just going to drop Type A down, and we can actually start coming in here. And if you know, the notes, I think it starts at C2 and goes all the way up to C3. I don't want some of this stuff, but I'm just trying to show you. So in like Core Gadget, you could just tap in your beat. We could even mix this up at this time. We'll get that. I think this is the snare. Yeah, there we go. So we just got like a little something. I can just hit play, and you can see we've already got something going. Now, this is going to exhibit a similar problem that we've seen in some of the others, where if we come out of this view, if I go then in and mute this, we're muting both the kick and snare. If you want to be able to mute one and not the other, then you're going to have to create each track distinctly, and you can do this. So we're going to make another type. We can just make as many type A's as we want, and I got to go back though so we can edit. Whoop, I'll just bring it up. So bring it up, go to settings, and select SP404 mk2 again. We're still going to use channel 1, and we'll drop that down. What was this? It was like G2. Yeah. Now, in this case, because we have a graphical editor, I can actually drag these out and adjust the length for how long it's playing it, because that note is gated. So we've got, now we can mute just the kicks. We can mute just the snares. We can come in, make another track even, and bring this up. Settings, Mark 2, back. Whoop, meant to drop it down. Now we just need to find a good hat. Okay. So we got a hat here. So now we have 3 different tracks, and we're controlling them all separately. And we could, as I said, you can do the fun things where you can just mute stuff and bring it back in. And this will work for any of the different tracks, so that you can then record out or sequence different components. And this is something that you definitely can't do with patterns. Like, you're kind of stuck with whatever's in the pattern, and then you're gonna have to do like pad mutes on the SP404 mk2. I do like doing things this way a little bit more, 'cause it helps give you a little bit more separation and delineation between your instruments and what's playing. But just depends what you're looking to do. So anyway, I hope that gives you a good sense for sequencing from the iPad. A lot of other applications, as long as it's got MIDI out, will give you very similar or the same types of functionality. So I'd say, just go play around, see what you can get, and work from there. And I may do like 1 or 2 more videos in this, but hopefully I've covered enough of the important stuff that you guys get a good sense of the different sequencers and what you can and cannot do, or what might feel like it gives you a little bit more room than the SP404 Mark II. Anyway, guys, keep making music. If it sounds good, it is good, and peace.